losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming an atmosphere of angst. Try telling them there's nothing wrong.
Great chance! It's their first effort on goal. Palmer. Garnacho. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, cracking ball. Merino. Martinelli. Chance for a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Fernandes. Chalobah. Colwill. Garnacho is onto it in a flash. Saka. Ødegaard. Timber. Ødegaard. Saliba. Merino. Ødegaard. Ødegaard gently done. Calmly anticipates. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, this is a great position. Decent chance! It's a loose ball. Merino. And here's... Goes to finish! Garnacho. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. Garnacho. Ødegaard. Rice. Out to the left it goes. And it's Merino. Calafiori. Martinelli. Martinelli. And he's gone backward here. Oh, that's Saka! Colwill. Cucurella. Garnacho. Saka proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cucurella laid into space. Garnacho. Now here's the delivery. Goal kick as confirmed by the referee. Timber. Keeper's got good distance on that. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Calafiori drives forward on the overlap. Cross goes in there. And he thumps it clear. And it's Merino. Rice. Does really well to win the ball there. Ødegaard. Martinelli! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Nicely intercepted. Moved on forwards. Cross in, looks like a good one. And he's there to clear it. Rice. Ødegaard. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli.
Martinelli really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Mikel Merino clears it away. Pedro, he hits it! Oh, that is rather wayward. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Oh, he's found support out wide. Calafiori. Rice. Merino. Rice, and he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Gabriel, Timber, Palmer, Fernandez, Martinelli wins the duel this time. Merino, and it's Timber. Saka, Timber, Merino! A real chance and a real let-off.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Succumbs to the pressure. Palmer. Fernandez. James. And here's Neto. Pedro Neto delivers the ball. Calafiori. And it's Merino. And here's Martinelli. Cucurella gets over and intercepts. Pedro Neto spread out to the left. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Big chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Pedro Neto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's been taken short. Tries to get it clear. Merino, James. makes the interception. Colwill. Caicedo. Colwill. Palmer. The message is clear, none shall pass. Martinelli. Chalobah.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Palmer. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Timber, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Fernandez shifted upfield. And it's Palmer. And it's played forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. Very nicely done. Proves too strong. Gabriel did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Colwill. Palmer. Caicedo. Colwill. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Defending of the desperate. And he shoots! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's João Pedro. James. And here's Neto. Can he finish? He has done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And here's Saka. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Now, what about a counter-attack? Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. João Pedro. Fernandez. Cucurella. And here's Garnacho. A chance to play it in. Up he goes! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Merino. And here's Neto. James, aim forwards. Moved on forwards. Merino. Calafiori. Merino. Played out to the right. Played back in. And the finish! Oh, they could be caught out here. And he welcomes... And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Saka is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Caicedo. Garnacho looking to run onto it. Oh, such a clever touch. Timber shifted upfield. Merino. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. Timber. And it's played forward. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Merino. Ødegaard. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Caicedo, probing pass. Rice. Ødegaard. Timber. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Cucurella cuts it out. Chalobah. Fernandez. Pedro Neto. Palmer. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Ødegaard. Merino. Saka. Saka played out towards the right wing. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Well, that's well seen too. Saliba. Gabriel. Gabriel, gently done. Cucurella. Calafiori. João Pedro. And here's Saka. Garnacho. Aim forwards. He has found the way through. Pedro Neto! He scores! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Palmer. Fernandez. And here's Palmer. He's had a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Martinelli. Martinelli played out to the left flank. Martinelli. Shot a goal! Garnacho. Caicedo. Over to the left. He is through here. Garnacho. Saka. Saka chips it through. Moved on forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. That's been slipped through. Now this could be a chance. Palmer! Oh, that was no routine save.
Palmer really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They've played it short. Nice physical challenge. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's João Pedro.
João Pedro really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is lovely. And here's Saka. Tries a shot! It just took too long getting forward.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow.
And that has been cleared. Oh, that's neat. And the cross comes in. Calafiori has over his hit. Saliba. Ødegaard. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto tries making a foray down the right. And it's played forward. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Real, and the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
And it's Palmer. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Decent hit from there. That has been cut short. Caicedo. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Martinelli. Fernandes. Now it's Garnacho. Saka. James gets across to intercept that. Fernandes. Garnacho forwards and with intent. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Caicedo. Chalobah shifted upfield. Merino. Great run on the overlap here. So what can they make of this? James battling down that right flank. That's very neat. Now it's Pedro Neto. Palmer. Oh, good spread. And it's James. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Good ball, good take. There's the shot! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Pedro Neto. Oh, that's nice. Produces a cross. Oh, that's not going to find its target. And that's been won straight back. Timber. And here's Saka. He's through here. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That's really well manoeuvred. Martinelli, great defending, strong and determined. Vicious ball here. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Cucurella. Aim forwards. And it's Caicedo. And here's Garnacho. Now it's João Pedro. And here's Neto. Palmer. Martinelli. And here's Garnacho. Lovely bit of skill. That's the throw. The pressing, and he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. Calafiori, oh, nicely intercepted. Well, that's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Merino. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Martinelli. Lovely. Saka! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Calafiori picks it up now. Defending of the desperate variety. Palmer. Fernandes. Palmer. Pedro Neto. James. Nice looking ball. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Palmer. Palmer laid out to the left flank. Now it's Garnacho. In with the challenge. Ødegaard. Saka defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Can he latch on to this? And he cuts out the supply. Gabriel looks to the other side. Now it's Martinelli. Turns and goes back. And it's Ødegaard. Oh, good ball! Here's Martinelli. And here's Saka. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Palmer. Fernandes. And here's Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Martinelli. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Rice. Gabriel. Could be danger here. Garnacho. Now it's Pedro Neto. Calafiori gets it clear. Chalobah. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Caicedo shifted upfield. Pedro Neto with the delivery. Gabriel. Out to the right. Garnacho. Rice cuts it out. Martinelli. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now that's well seen too. Ødegaard. Martinelli. And it's lofted through here. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Now it's Pedro Neto, looking for a decent ball in. Palmer. Oh, shooting chance! Shoots! Oh, taken with style. Just one goal in it now. Game on! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rice. Gabriel, gently done. Well timed, excellent interception. João Pedro, spread out to the left. Garnacho. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Gabriel can get it clear. And it's James. That's going to go a long way. James. Palmer. Palmer, and the shot!
Oh, that is very close.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Timber. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. James. Caicedo. Cucurella. Colwell. Colwell forwards and with intent. Fernandez. Chalobah. Out to the left it goes. Palmer. Moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's played forward. Saka, that's an imaginative pass. Plenty to aim at here. Chalobah gets it away. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. It's run loose here. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Cucurella getting this one clear. Colwell. Palmer. Oh, can he get onto this? Chalobah makes the interception. Now it's Pedro Neto. João Pedro.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
João Pedro. Here's the header! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Timber. And it's Ødegaard. Merino. That's really well manoeuvred. Fernandes. Colwill. Cucurella. Garnacho. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And here's Palmer. Cleared without complication. That's a throw. Garnacho providing an outlet on that flank. Lovely feet. Can he deliver? Garnacho. Lovely ball and Palmer! Could move up a gear here. It's Timber. Martinelli. James, shifted upfield. Timber. Saka. Palmer, forwards and with intent. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that's put paid to a promising move. Ødegaard. Calafiori looks to get on the end of this. And that's really well manoeuvred. Cucurella. Garnacho. Ødegaard does well to get it back. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Succumbs to the pressure. Cucurella. Chalobah. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Palmer. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Saka. Chance here to counter. He's got away. He's one-on-one, surely! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's come loose. Rice. Ødegaard. Rice shifted upfield, moved on forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Chalobah. Cucurella. Colwill, gently done. Palmer. And he welcomes it in. Caicedo. It's a mighty effort! And that's caused a worry or two.
João Pedro is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Now it's Merino. Calafiori tries to dink it through. Saka. Caicedo, aim forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Over to the left. That's been slipped through. And it's Cucurella. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Ødegaard does really well to win the ball there. And it's played forward. Calafiori. Saka. Oh, the clearance is short. Goes for a shot! Another big chance that gets away.
Arsenal really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Fernandes. James carries the ball down the right. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Martinelli. Sanchez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And he's managed to get free. That has been cut short. Calafiori. Ødegaard. Saka. Proves too strong. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Saka made out to the left flank. He is just caressing the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. The ball is loose and the chase is on. João Pedro spread out to the left. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Martinelli. Chance, surely! He's trying his best to keep it in play here. Timber. Timber's cross. Caicedo is there and he can get that clear. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the left it goes. And it's Cucurella. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next to him, maybe.
He was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ødegaard. Playing towards the other side. Good take, and is he in? Oh, it's come loose. He's got away with one there.
Marino really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a cute ball. Now it's Garnacho. He has found the way through. Aimed in towards the centre. And that has been cleared. So who's he picking out? Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Saka. Chalobah. Caicedo. Palmer. Chalobah forwards and with intent. Martinelli. Merino. Saliba. Ødegaard. Merino. Moved on forwards. Saka. Over to the left. Can he get onto this? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Colwell getting this one clear. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cucurella. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice control. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Caicedo. Caicedo played out to the left flank. Cucurella. Oh, it's played into the area. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. Rice. Saliba shifted upfield. Palmer. That looks a cracking ball. Shot, surely!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Sanchez sends that a long way. Fernandes. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Fernandes. James, and that's aimed into the middle. Ødegaard, aim forwards. Saka. Time added on 4 minutes. Calmly anticipates. Chalobah. Fernandes. Fernandes, gently done. And back to the keeper they go. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Played back to the goalkeeper. Sanchez, long ball by the goalkeeper. Gabriel, Rice, Ødegaard, Merino, Fernandes. Tries a deft little ball. That's tidy. Hit into the middle. Caicedo with the clearance. And now the breakaway. Colwell. Now it's Garnacho. And here's Garnacho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card. Showing good feet. Saliba gets it away. Looking to break at pace. Played out to the right. And that could set him on his way. Martinelli. That has been knocked clear. And that's a throw-in. Rice, deep into stoppage time. Merino, physical challenge. And he has been fouled there. And they've got rid. Fernandes. Chalobah spread out to the left. Rice. Merino. Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Rice. Shapes to shoot! In he goes again! Colwell gets it away. Across it goes. And that'll be the last act of the first half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Arsenal are ahead by a single goal after a goal fest of a first half. There's no telling how this is going to end. Here we go again then. Fernandes. James. Pedro Neto. Now it's Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto proves just a little bit too strong. Garnacho. Garnacho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Cucurella. Caicedo. Garnacho. He's dealt with that well. Martinelli. Saka. Moved on forwards. It's a great ball. Caicedo. And they can counter here. Cucurella. Colwill. Cucurella shifted upfield. Merino. And here's Martinelli. He's shifting through the gears here. Colwill getting this one clear. Saka. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. Ødegaard plays it short. Time to deliver. Ødegaard flashes it across. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw. Succumbs to the pressure. And it's Palmer. James. And here's Palmer. That's good play. Fernandes. Caicedo. Palmer given the lift of his goal. Saka. Cucurella. Caicedo. Goes for the header! He's got a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible! Spectacular header. He really flung himself at that.
Yeah, a diving header is always a pleasurable sight, and that was just about perfect.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Saka. Caicedo. Cucurella aimed forwards and reclaimed it in a trice. Over to the left. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance already. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Martinelli. Calafiori. He's found a way through. And here's Martinelli. Ødegaard. Now then, the ball's come loose. That's very neat. Rice. And he shoots! And that was very necessary. And it's Ødegaard. Rice. Ødegaard. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Fernandes. Caicedo. Martinelli. And the shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Calafiori wins the duel this time. Keeper's got good distance on that. Cucurella cuts out the pass. Bino Gittins. And it's Palmer. Palmer!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ødegaard. Deftly away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. James. Palmer. Fernandez. It's a good... Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Correa gets over and intercepts. Colwill. He can run onto that. Merino!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class. Arsenal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Arsenal take the lead. Caicedo. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Now it's Palmer. Palmer. Out towards the flank. Played into the middle. Oh, smashing header!
He will be livid with himself.
Calafiori. Oh, some tackle that. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. James chooses to go cross-field. What a throw-in. Rice. Timber. And it's played forward. Calmly anticipates. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gabriel forwards and with intent. Drops it out wide. Martinelli. Palmer. And it's Merino. Mikel Merino looking for a runner. And he's there to clear it. Colwell tries to clear. Rice. Caicedo. Cucurella. Sanchez sends that a long way. Caicedo. Palmer. And it's Palmer. Caresses it through. Nice control. By no chance! It's in!
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. Really don't seem to be so eager about their pressing just now.
Well, certainly compared to what we saw from them earlier in the game.
Well, I suspect it's a case of searching for a more defensive balance now, Peter.
And the flag has stayed down. Fernandez played out to the left flank. João Pedro. And that has been cleared. There will be a throw-in. By no Gittins. Very nicely done. And it's hoisted clear. Out to the left it goes. In once more. And that has been clubbed away. Saka. Caicedo does really well to win the ball there. Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandez. Chalobah. Colwill. It's gone for a throw-in. Calafiori. A header!
Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Saka. Ødegaard. Colwill attempts a clearance. Ødegaard. And here's Martinelli. Oh, shooting chance! Fernandez. That's really well manoeuvred.
better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, can he get onto this? Martinelli. He is just caressing the ball. There are a few waiting for it. Decent chance! Fernandes, gently done. And here's the chance to counter. James. Timber cuts out the pass. Ødegaard. James, played out towards the right wing. Calafiori. Rice. Gabriel, forwards and with intent. And here's Martinelli. Looking here to chip it through. It's gone out for a throw-in. Nice interception, well timed. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
James. Calafiori, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. James, played over towards the opposite flank. Proves too strong. He's through here. Do have a chance. Just the keeper's real chance!
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Saka. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Moved on forwards. It's just beyond his reach. Arsenal can make their change now with a break in play. Rice makes the interception. Martinelli. Lewis Skelly. And here's Saka. Caicedo shifted upfield. And it's Palmer. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Oh, there's the shot!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Fernandes. Colwill. Chalobah. Fernandes. Palmer. Chalobah. Fernandes. Chalobah goes forward. And here's Neto. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Tries a measured ball. Merino. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
And it's James. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. Caicedo. Palmer. Cucurella. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Lewis Skelly. Rice, aim forwards. And that is as far as they're going to go. James. Fernandez. And it's played forward. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely intercepted. Caicedo. Cucurella. Saka cuts it out. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
James, aim forwards. Now that's well seen too. Palmer. Bino Gittins. And it's Cucurella. Bino Gittins. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. Out for a throw. Rice. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cucurella. Lofted in. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Chalobah gets rid without sophistication. Merino. And it's Lewis Skelly. Rice. Odegaard.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So nearly the perfect ball. Timber. Rice. Lewis Skelly. Oh, it's come loose. Merino. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Clipped into space. Oh,
is over the line.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Ødegaard climbs up big! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Colwell tries to clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Trossard. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Fernandes did well to emerge with the ball. Saka! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Saka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Have it back and can go again.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Clears it away. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's Ødegaard. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
A heavy challenge. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Timber. And here's Saka. Shoots! Gets it away. Caicedo gently done. Spread out to the left. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Saka with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Merino, Lewis Skelly. Rice. And here's Saka. Out to the left it goes. And the counter is on. João Pedro. Timber. Ødegaard. Trossard. Played out to the right. A chance to play it in. He's in here! Well, they could break here. Pedro Neto forwards and with intent. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Caicedo. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Saliba. Rice. Gabriel. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Colwell. Caicedo. Cucurella. Palmer. Colwill. Moved on forwards. Ødegaard. Rice. Gabriel. Rice. Timber. And here's Saka. Ball's played through. It's run loose here. He'll try to keep this alive. It's really well cleared. We get a throw in. Oh, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Palmer is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
Gabriel. Rice. Trossard. Now he's off and running. Lewis Skelly. Merino. Now it's Trossard. And it's Lewis Skelly. And the finish! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Ødegaard played with finesse. Oh, nice touch. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, what a big chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Chalobah getting this one clear. Pedro Neto. Over to the left. Bino Gittins. Pedro Neto. Lewis Skelly did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Rice. Saliba shifted upfield. Merino. Trossard. Rice aimed forwards. Timber. Rice. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And a chance! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would. Saliba, gently done. And it's Caicedo. It's a promising position. That has been knocked clear. Shot a goal!
He should have put that one away.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion.
Ødegaard. Saka. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Rice. 75 minutes played. Played out wide.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Chalobah. Pedro Neto. Fernandes. And here's Neto. That has found him in acres of space. Oh, such a clever touch. Out to the right.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ødegaard. Rice. That's been drilled forward. And he cuts out the supply. Chalobah. Oh, good spread. Timber. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Timber. And here's Marine. He's had a shot! And the ball, oh, that is asking for trouble. Crossed into the box. And he's there to get rid.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And the shot! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's found support out wide. By no Gittins. Cucurella. Crossed in again. Saliba tries to clear.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Saka. Now it's Rice. That has been knocked clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It'll be a throw-in. Saka making good progress on the right-hand side. In by Saka.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, super find.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Pedro Neto. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And it's James. Now, what about this cross?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking...
Great chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. Now it's Madueke. Trossard. Chance for a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Lovely feet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Rice forwards and with intent.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Ødegaard. Played out to the right.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Cucurella. Oh, he's onto this.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
James. Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Out to the right. Caicedo, who does have an assist to his name. Arsenal are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Merino. Madueke. Spread out to the left. Showing good feet. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Oh, what a climb! So close to drawing level. Timber has given away a free kick.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Dinks one through. And claimed it back swiftly. Back into the middle. And it's Timber. Rice. Trossard. Chance to shoot!
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Now it's Pedro Neto.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
So who's he picking out? Brilliantly cut out.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Moved on forwards. Bino Gittins.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Can he finish? They've done it! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat. Merino. 5 minutes left on the clock. Saliba, aim forwards. That is a little undercooked. Bino Gittins. Strong running down that left flank. Ødegaard. Madueke. Out to the left it goes. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Pedro Neto. Caicedo. James. Fernandes. Chalobah. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Does really well to win the ball there. Cucurella. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Mikel Merino clears it away. Throw in. James. And here's Mudryk. Out to the right. Out of play for a throw. Trossard. Merino. Gabriel shifted upfield. Well timed, excellent interception. Fernandes. Chalobah. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. And it's Fernandes. Trossard. Rice. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Mikel Merino. And he goes cross-field. Lobbed in behind. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Lewis Skelly. And can he finish it? Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Timber. Rice. Ødegaard. Timber. Caicedo with a definite foul there. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Lewis Skelly is offering a right smile there.
Fernandes. James. Some good work on the right flank here. James. Well played. Important challenge that. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Madueke. And the shot's on here. Chalobah gets good distance on it. Looking to break at pace. Merino. Rice. Saliba. Rice. Saliba. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Cucurella. And it's played forward. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, easy pickings there. And he's picked out the run. And it's Lewis Skelly. Cross goes in there. Goes for a shot! He's got it! And another try! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Rice, that's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Caicedo. Fernandes. Colwill. Chalobah. Fernandes. Caicedo. Chalobah. Chalobah has played it long. Gabriel, Ødegaard, Gabriel, Rice, that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, good spread. And here's Madueke, he's having a shot! He scored! Deep into injury time! Trossard at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. Cucurella. Bino Gittins. Caicedo. Merino. Trossard. Lewis Skelly. Oh, that's nice. Merino. That is lovely. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. Moved on forwards, and the counter is on. Now it's Mudryk. Mudryk. Gabriel is there, and he can get that clear. Effort! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Caicedo certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
That has been cut short. Well, that's a nice ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Chalobah gets across to intercept that. Lewis Skelly. Rice. Oh, red. Nice interception. Now it's João Pedro. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Merino. Rice. Oh, decent chance! It's anyone's ball now. And it's Lewis Skelly. And here's Madueke. Madueke, he's gone backward here. Dino Gittins. That's a good run down the left. It is quite a run he's making here. Chance to deliver. And out it comes again.
Here comes another cross.
And he's there to clear it. That's been won straight back. And here's Mudryk.
Oh, sweet feet.
Good play on the left-hand side here. Trossard.
Well, they're supposed to be chasing a goal, and yet there's no urgency or sense of awareness. They've got to wake up.
Gets it away.
And time is up.
Arsenal can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. The end of the game. Reflections?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as you